Good morning everyone. From today we are going to discuss epidemiology of communicable diseases. In this I am going to start the respiratory system, and the first topic is smallpox. So you can see the picture. This is how a smallpox infected patient will look like. You can see the patient, the small baby. Okay. So coming to the smallpox, the word pox is derived from the Latin word which means spotted. Okay, spotted means nothing but these are some kind of raised bumps that appear on the face and body of an infected person. So the clinical forms of smallpox. So these are mainly two clinical forms. The first one is variola major, and the second one is variola minor. The first one is variola major and the second one is variola minor. So you can see the variola major, the severe and most common form of smallpox. So this is the most common form of smallpox. So the rash is more extensive and the fever is always in the higher form. The rash is more extensive and the fever is always in the higher form. It is mainly of four types. Okay, it is mainly of four types: ordinary, modified, flat and hemorrhagic. Ordinary, modified, flat and hemorrhagic. The first one is ordinary. So you can see here it is the most frequent type. It is accounting 90% of the cases. Okay, it is ordinary. You can see these symptoms, clinical forms that which is ordinary, and these are mainly occurring in 90% of the cases. And modified means these are occurring in previously vaccinated patients. Nothing but one patient is vaccinated against the smallpox, unfortunately he is reinfected. And the second one is flat, and fourth one is hemorrhagic. It is very rare and very severe. If it is very rare and it is very severe. Variola major has an overall fatality rate of 30%. So you can see the variola major, the persons who are having these type of symptoms, they are having 30% chances of death. However, flat and hemorrhagic smallpox are usually fatal. If anybody is having flat and hemorrhagic smallpox, these are dead. In hemorrhagic you can see there will be bleeding from the spots. Second one is variola minor. It is less common presentation of smallpox. And it is much less severe. Okay, it is much less severe disease, and we can see the death rate is less than 1% compared to the variola major. So the persons who are having clinical form of variola major are having major severity of the disease, and their fatal rate is about 30%. So the persons who are infected with the type of variola major are having fatality rate of 30%. And if variola minor are coming, it is less than 1%. Incubation period. The incubation period is nothing but the period which the organism is entered into the body and it starts developing itself. It will start developing itself and it will mature itself. In your body. What it will do is it will gain the capacity to infect your body. Okay. So the incubation period of smallpox is usually 7 to 17 days. And during this incubation period, it is non-capable of transmitting the disease from one person to another person. And this once the incubation period is completed, it will start producing the initial symptoms. The first one is called as prodrome. It is nothing but prodrome. Okay, the duration is about 2 to 4 days. And it is capable of producing the infection. It is capable of contaminating. It is capable of contaminating the other person. Means it can spread, the infections can spread from one person to another during this time. It is contagious. Means if a person comes to the contact, if a healthy person comes to the contact with the infected person, it is capable of infecting the healthy person also. and the second one is early rash, and the next one is early rash. Early rash, it appears about 4 days. It appears about 4 days, and it is most contagious. It is most contagious. Right? And you can see the rash distribution. You can see the rash distribution here. Clear variation is shown. First one is showing smallpox, and the second one is showing chickenpox. In first one, you can see the smallpox is always centrifugally distributed. It is always centrifugally distributed, means it is mainly on the extremities. You can see the upper limbs, you can see the lower limbs, and you can see the face. Coming to the chickenpox, it is mainly it is not on the extremities, but it is mainly on the abdomen and face. It is mainly on the abdomen and face. Pustular rash. See, once the rash is appearing, so after 5 days, pustules will form. After 5 days, this pustular rash will form. So it is also contagious, means it can also infect the other person. Coming to the pustules and scabs. Pustules and scabs. Once the pustule is getting recovered, it will form into scabs. Okay, it will form into recovering scabs. So once these are also capable of infecting the other person. These are also capable of infecting the other person. So next one is resolving scabs. Once the scabs were formed, it will start to resolve. Once the scabs will form, it will start to resolve within 6 days. Within 6 days. Okay. Once the scabs all resolve, it was non-contagious. Once it was resolved, it is not contagious. Okay. So coming to the smallpox, it is contagious during the prodrome phase. Once the initial stage is starting, means once the rash has started to appear on the body, it is called as prodrome phase. It is up to 4 days, we can say, and the smallpox is more infectious from the first 7 to 10 days. From the first 7 to 10 days, means once the initially the rash started to appear on the body, and it is capable of infecting the other person from 7 to 10 days. From 7 to 10 days on the onset of initial symptom. Okay. So what are the ways of getting smallpox? So how our body can get smallpox? So prolonged face-to-face contact with someone who has smallpox. If somebody is having smallpox, and if you are going and talking to them with for a prolonged time, if there is proper facial contact, so it will directly infect the other healthy person. And the second one, direct contact with infected bodily fluids or an object such as bleeding or clothing. Nothing but if a person is infected, and if you are going and touching the person clothes, or if you are going and touching the instruments which are already infected by the infected person, which are having virus on it, it will definitely infect the healthy person. Exposure to aerosol release of smallpox. So somebody is having smallpox, and suddenly if they cough and if they sneeze, the virus is transmitted in the form of droplets, in the form of airborne infection. So if that virus is taken, if we are exposed to that virus which is present in the air or the environment, we are getting the smallpox. Coming to the treatment, there is no particular treatment. For this. The only treatment which is available is through vaccination. So coming back to the treatment, as I already said, there is no definite treatment for the smallpox. But how we can prevent it? Through vaccination. So I guess everybody know what is vaccination. Vaccination is nothing but we are administering the medication to the patient, which will increase his immune capacity. So that whenever he is getting exposure to any organism or any disease causing agent, his body will fight against it, and he will be protected from a particular disease. So coming back to the smallpox, if we give before the patient is being exposed to the disease, before the patient is being exposed to the organism, it will give him lifetime protection. So what will happen if we give vaccine after his body is getting infected? So you know a patient who got infected, who was exposed to the particular virus. So within 3 days, if you are able to give the vaccination to the patient, what we can do is, we cannot cure the disease entirely, but we can decrease the severity of the disease. disease. So what will happen if you give after 4 to 7 days? What will happen if you give after 4 to 7 days of the exposure? But it cannot, it may decrease the severity, or it may not decrease the severity. It may decrease the severity, or it may not decrease the severity. So what is the incubation period? First itself I have said that incubation period is about 7 to 17 days. So as I said, 7 to 17 days, within 7 days, so within first 3 days, if you are able to give the vaccination to the patient, we can decrease the severity of the disease, we can decrease the greater severity of the disease. If we are able to give vaccination between 4 to 7 days, we can decrease the severity of the disease, but it may decrease or it may not decrease. But what will happen if once the initial stage has been begun? When will the initial stage begin? It is called as primordial phase. Whenever the rash is appearing on the body, once the rash had appeared on the body, if you give vaccination also, there is no use. There is no use. So this is regarding vaccination. Coming back to the eradication. What do you mean by eradication? I guess everybody know that smallpox had been completely eradicated, and there is no natural occurrence of the disease after 1977. See, you can see in the slide, this is one of the greatest achievement in the medicine. And the global eradication of smallpox was occurred in the year 1977, and last naturally occurring case in the world was in Somalia, 1977. Thank you for watching. Hope you understood.